If you're on a journey to do something incredible with your life, massive, world changing, to reach thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of people with your voice or your message or the work that you do and anything that you do, you will have to get comfortable with rejection. And there's really one really incredible way to get comfortable with rejection, to overcome that fear completely so you never have to worry about it again. And I heard this from one of the greatest entrepreneurs on the face of the planet that we've ever seen, Sarah Blakely. I listened to her in an interview one time say the way she got over rejection was to get comfortable with rejection. And the way she got comfortable with rejection was to put herself in a position every single day to do something that risked rejection. If you put yourself, and I'll tell you in a second what that might look like for you or how you can do this, but if you risk rejection, that's the only way to get stronger with handling the emotions around the possibility of rejection. And the thing that we as humans have to understand about rejection in order to position ourselves to really get over it and to reduce the stress and then totally eliminate the fear of it is to understand that rejection in our brains, emotional, social rejection in our brains, hits the same centers and activates the same things in our brains when we actually get physically hurt. When you actually feel physical pain, the same parts of your brain activate. And I learned this in a book called Being Social or something along those lines by Matthew Lieberman. And he talks about how he and his team did research around what actually fires in the brain. And we literally feel the pain of rejection. You might say, oh, I felt the pain of rejection, but it's literally actively happening in your brain. So it's human to fear rejection because you don't want to feel that actual social pain of being rejected by another human. We don't want to be rejected as humans, but what we do want is the success that comes on the other side of being rejected. And so the example that I heard Sarah Blakely give of how she practiced putting herself in a position to be rejected was just doing things where she could be embarrassed. Where other people might be embarrassed or where she normally would be embarrassed, she would just do the thing. For example, she said, if I'm in an elevator and there's other people, I would just start to sing. She's like, that's embarrassing. But I knew that if I did it and if I got comfortable putting myself in a position to be embarrassed, then I'd be very comfortable with rejection. And the more you can strengthen yourself to be confident and comfortable with rejection, the more you'll face rejection. And the irony of this is that the more you face the possibility of real rejection as you're on your journey of growth and success and achievement and building your business or building your career or becoming a person of influence with the content that you create or whatever it is that you're doing, the irony is that when you put yourself in a position to risk rejection more often, that is when you find more opportunities to reach more people, to serve more people, to add more value to people's lives, to get the opportunity for someone to call you up and say, I want to hire you. I want to bring you in. I want to support you. I want you to take this new leadership role. Those opportunities come to those who risk rejection. So ask yourself, what are the things you can be doing to risk rejection? So for me, one thing that I think about is can I be creating content more often? And I'll tell you, even as someone that's been creating content since 2016 with my face on video and my voice on podcasts and all these things, it still at times can feel a little scary to be sharing content, to share your voice and your message. It is. I get it. I empathize with the people that are man, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to create content because, what are people going to think? It's a real thing in our heads to not want to feel the pain of emotional or social rejection by putting ourselves out there on social media. But the simplest thing that you can do to get comfortable with the rejection that you need to be overcoming is to put yourself out on social media, literally your face and your voice. And I believe that you can do the text posts and the quote cards and things without putting your face and your voice and communicating on video on social media. But I really believe that even if you don't want to be a person of reaching millions or thousands or whatever with social media, I know that if you start to go direct to camera and sharing your voice and your message on social media with the chance for people to hear your thoughts and your opinions, you're going to risk rejection. Because I can tell you, I've been there so many times. I've been on this journey of ups and downs of creating content. The one thing I've not done incredibly well over the last 7-8 years is being very consistent over that entire time. Now, I've had spurts of weeks and months of being consistent with content. I've also taken weeks and months of breaks. And that means when I've it's come time to get back into content creation and making videos to post on social media. Sometimes I'm like, oh, should I do this? Or what am I gonna say? Or what are people gonna think about me if I say these things on social media? But the reality is, first of all, it's the only way to get better. Number two, it's the only way to really get your voice out there and to get your message out there and to get the right people attracted to you, because not everyone's gonna love your content, and that's okay. But if you want to get better at feeling comfortable and confident in the face of potential rejection, you must risk rejection. Whether it's singing in an elevator or making videos that you post on social media or even using your voice on a podcast or going up to a stranger and saying hello or starting a conversation or asking someone how their day's going when you're in line at the coffee shop or whatever, or you're in the grocery store smiling at someone and saying hello. When you risk rejection, you get more comfortable with that pain. It's like when I started playing football when I was 8 years old. When you get in these drills and you're hitting each other and you've got pads on, yeah, the pads help, but there are times that it still hurts. But the only way to get comfortable with going full speed and tackling another person or getting hit by another person on the football field was to actually just do it. That's the only way to get over that discomfort of the physical pain of getting hit on the football field, was to get hit on the football field, to get comfortable with it. Same thing with social rejection. We've got to get comfortable with the pain of social rejection so that we'll be more willing to do it again and again and again and again. If you're willing to be rejected socially again and again and again, then you become a force when it comes to your journey of achievement, of turning your dreams into reality, because nothing will stop you. There's literally nothing that can get in your way if you absolutely refuse to back down in the face of the fear of rejection. And if you refuse to back down in the face of fear of rejection, then you're going to step up and you're going to move forward with confidence, with the right energy and enthusiasm, with a smile on your face that says, I got this, man. I'm going to make it happen. And if you show up with that attitude, that energy, that conviction in who you are and what you can do, then the world is all in front of you to do whatever you want, to be a force for good and to turn your greatest dreams into reality. So friend, whatever you're going after, I want to encourage you, refuse to let rejection hold you back, because your dreams are meant for you. Your destiny is in front of you, and the rejections, the social rejections, the humiliation, the embarrassment that you see in front of you in different moments are not meant to hold you back. They're meant to refine you, to make you stronger so that you can become the person that can turn your dreams into reality. So friend, whatever you're going after, refuse to settle for anything less than phenomenal and just keep going. And if you are the kind of person that truly has big dreams and a vision that you'd love to turn into reality, and you want the support and the encouragement of an uplifting, positive community of driven, ambitious people, I want to invite you right now to join me in my brand new Peller University Mastermind community, where I go live every month and I do pre-recorded trainings every month to teach you, to train you, to educate you, to equip you with the mindset and the skills and the strategies to be your very best, to level up, to break through, to give you the coaching and guidance to go to your next level in every area of your life so you can thrive as a human and achieve your biggest goals faster. And you've got a community of other like-minded people that want to support you and encourage you along your journey just as they are on their journey. So if you're interested in joining me in Peller University Mastermind community and checking it out, click the link in the description below and learn more. And by the way, because I want to really encourage you to check it out and join me in Peller University, I'm going to blatantly, ethically bribe you to check it out by giving you my Attract Your Potential book bundle special completely free, which includes the paperback version of my book shipped to your doorstep, the audiobook version, the ebook, a full 5+ hour training, and many more things that I want to give you as free gifts for checking it out, for testing out Peller University Mastermind community. So I'd love for you to check it out. Join me in that community. And friend, whatever you're going after, refuse to settle for less than phenomenal and just keep freaking going. You've got this.